Hi, and thanks for tuning in to our live radio show. Moments of Clarity with Tiffany will begin in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Kindly take this opportunity to share this show on your platforms because change can only come when we stand together as one, especially when it comes to ending the stigma on mental health.
You are not alone, and help is out there.
Kids have mental health issues, and we also need to learn coping skills.
Let's get started and let the show begin. See you soon.
Don't put yourself down, time for a change. Believe in yourself, time to rearrange. Be your best friend, bring hope to your day. Lose your critic, get out of your way. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity. To yourself be kind, it will please your mind. Find your joy, trust in you. Put in the time, you'll see how you grow. Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, your soul will align. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Warner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, and I'm your host. And today is one of my good friends who's been on the show probably when it started about 6 years ago. Excuse me. And I'm so happy, and we've kept in touch, and he's a beautiful soul. I can't wait to introduce you to him. And but formally, before I introduce, I have Ed just from Tan Talk Radio popped in, and when the show starts, we're going to get that going. We wanted to get some of Freddie B, aka Professor B in the Army of Love's music on, but some of the platforms are larger than I think I'm able to restream. So we could try. We can at least play the song, one of your newer ones. And let's see. We got from, that was me. Say hi. And where are you viewing from? Say hi in the comments. Summon Innovations from Facebook said, hi, Professor B. Love when you're on the show. As it says, happy Friday. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. And of course, this was from me. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching. Change can only come when we stand together as one. And if you saw the cool ad that was played in the beginning, this is IMJ Designs. Lots of love from India, from Jason. And I'll play some more later on. But the brand designer, if you like what you see, definitely contact him when it comes to some of the promotions that we have. And Ed, you can unmute anytime. It's going to be like right when I'm mid-sentence, like usual. But Fred, how you feeling today?
Good.
Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
From the Sunshine State, this is Tampa Bay's Tan Talk.
Welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner, licensed mental health counselor in the state of Florida. Moments of Clarity's mission is to educate and end the stigma on mental health through the inspirational stories of our exceptional guests. You can join in the show by calling Tiffany toll-free at 866-826-1340 or on Facebook and Twitter at MOC with Tiffany. Now, here's Tiffany Werner.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening. This is Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Werner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and your host. Today, we're going to be talking about music and surviving cancer from a veteran for years and trauma and all this stuff from a musician that has gone through so much, but still lets love and kindness and everything come out there from way back when. I have the dog collar still ready with his logo. I got this about 6 years ago. His dog collar says "Keep on keeping on," and you're surprised every time I still have it. I'm not letting that go. It's classic memorabilia. Before I completely introduce my guest, I want to say hi to Ed at Tan Talk Radio.
Happy Friday to everybody.
Hi, happy Friday, Ed. How are you doing?
Good. I do not have dog tags. Sorry.
I think I gave you merch a long time ago, but it might have been back in the day when we had a Peter Blake or Chris Dunn or something back
I'll
when
have to check on
Freddie
that.
was first. When Fred was first on the show, it was back when I was just in the studio, not virtual.
I got a mug.
You've got his music.
Yeah.
No, that was more recent. You got a Moments of Clarity mug, but Professor B in the Army of Love, he was on back when I was sitting right in front of you on, in the radio studio. So
Okay.
it's somewhere around there. But I mean, it was probably 6 years ago or 6.5 years ago that I got this. And
Okay.
he sent me his original first CD. I have that too. But so I have some videos I want to play, but they were too large to play. So
Videos of what?
from him,
Oh,
his
okay.
YouTube and stuff. So we might play songs, but I got this. You don't have to worry about it.
No.
How you
didn't know
doing?
I didn't know who they were of.
We got it. We got
I
it.
was young. I needed the money. Anybody says I've got video to play, I go, huh? Where? When? It wasn't me.
No, lucky for you, back in the day, there was no iPhones or evidence of videos. So
God, how did we get along?
I'm lucky. I'm
Why?
lucky there's no evidence from the 90s.
Remember, did you ever own a camera that you had to put on your shoulder?
No.
No? With the VHS tape in it? That was
Oh
hip in the
yeah.
day.
A video camera with the
Yeah, that was hip in the day, man. You go right from the camera right to the recorder to the TV. That was hip in the day. Yeah.
I thought you meant for like this radio show.
Oh no.
But yeah, we did family films, recording, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then those little tapes, then you needed an adapter to fit the actual VCR. And then now it's like hard to get a VCR. I collected every single Disney VCR, tape, VHS tape. Thought I was cool. Up to 82 of them. I'm going to give these to my grandkids one day. They melted in a garage, I think. I don't know. And there's nothing to play them on. And now you can just download them on Disney Plus. Like, it's just
Yeah, right. And
all
it's in
the
high def.
time. And I had them alphabetized and everything. But it was a nice thought back in the day when I was like 15. And then
Yeah, if you show a kid a TV with a videotape playing, they're gonna say, "What's wrong with the TV? Why is it all fuzzy like that?"
they're like at a tape and they're what is this? A cassette tape.
Well,
they're
used to HD. Everything's perfect.
Once you get used to something, they improve it, and then you go to from 8-track to cassette tape to then CDs, and then now you just upload
Computer.
make playlists,
Flash drive,
all of that.
Yep. Okay.
So as we've evolved, so has our guest. but chime in. Callers are
Yeah.
welcome to call in live 866-826-1340, 866-826-1340. And please say hi to Ed when you do. He won't bite. Not you guys. 866-826-1340. So, and if you don't want to call in, you can leave a comment on the side in the chat, preferably on YouTube, youtube.com/moments, MOC with Tiffany, or just Moments of Clarity with Tiffany and CS Live. But we're on LinkedIn Live, Twitter, Facebook, and on several. And then it'll air on podcast and, of course, radio and everything. So share the platform, share the show to your platforms, because change can only come when we stand together as one, right? So my guest here is a musical activist of conscious vibes. His mission is quite obvious. He offers fun for all, encouraging concept to bring awareness and positive thinking and the promotion of world peace through music, spread peace, love, and harmony and good vibes. Uh, you'd be hard pressed to find another artist that's wholehearted in playing music for this reason. It's got a reggae tune to it, genre, but when you know what he's been through and that he's still so positive and keeping on, then it's amazing. And welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany, Fred Brown, aka Professor B and the Army of Love.
How we doing there, world? I'd like to give a big shout out to Ed. Ed's been hanging in there with you and getting through the show for a lot of years. Go ahead, Ed.
Yes, everyone loves Ed. And yes, so please subscribe to the channel if you're looking. There should be a little logo on the bottom right. Just click on it. Anyway, so Fred, Professor B, how would you like me to refer to you?
You call me Fred. That's
Professor B might help people remember Fred Brown.
Okay, let me take it. Greetings in the name of the Most High. I'm Professor B, and you are the Army of Love. When we are here together to talk about mental health on MOC.
Yay!
Moments of Clarity.
I should have had that as a voiceover for the show today. What I love about Fred is since day one, he's always been sharing the show and watching and believing in mental health and what I've been doing. And coming from a veteran as well that suffered from PTSD, not only a cancer survivor, also traumatized recently from being held at gunpoint. And if you know this guy, for someone to even do that to him, it's just silly. And cancer in remission and still keep on trucking on. So you want to tell a little bit about your story?
Sure. Well, in 2011, I got diagnosed with high-grade aggressive prostate cancer. I was given 2 years of survival, and my options were live with it. I'll last probably a couple of years, or go in for treatment, which includes chemo, removal of the prostate, and all that. And at that particular time, like anybody, you're faced with that choice, your life. And I had it going on through all the things I've been through life. At that particular point in time, that was, it kind of threw me for a loop.
Yes, I can imagine.
And, everything is gone. Everything I tried to do to curb that, to fight it, I couldn't. Nothing worked. And why I made the choice to go through it, and it was not easy. It took me 6 months to decide whether I would want to go that route or not. And you think about it today, well, gee, you want to save your life. It took me 6 months, and I knew the doctor wasn't going to wait any longer. So with that, I did make the choice. And, what is it? You walk in a hospital, They take care of you. You lie down, you wake up, and your life is changed forever. And the mental aspects of that, I shied off. Yeah, I lost my mind. Well, I lost a lot in my mind. I didn't lose my mind completely. When lying there and deciding what to do, what's next, how am I going to go on with life? It's the choice.
Decision when you get
Yeah,
diagnosed with a terminal illness and you've been through so much already, and then now what, right?
yeah, and it was. I'm a vet. I go to the VA, and they're very, very helpful. And through that, I've always been around me. I've been a blue collar worker, labor. Go and keep your shoe dirty. You never go hungry. But I was also involved in music at all kinds of levels, playing out, yeah, a little bit there, but not being creative. But basically, I got it together, and the creative part of me I was able to take the time out to spend and focus on the music. I didn't have to get up and go to work. All the challenge that most people are, and musicians are very emotional people, very emotional people.
Yeah.
And I was able to do it. I have a lot of friends in the music business, and one in particular, my friend Vic Steffens, he says, come down to the studio, and you'll feel better. And I always looked up to that studio. It's a professional house. And I did, and one thing led to another. Is I was able to record, and I made an album, and then the album turned into a second album. And I just released a single, like celebrating now. That single itself it's a cover song, but I pumped it up. It was made by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes back in the '60s, the late '60s, early '70s, and the artist that most people related to is Teddy Pendergrass. Well, I pumped it up a little bit, put the reggae vibe into it. It means so much in the world today. And I bought the rights to play it, to do it. And that, I never knew you do these things, and I'm learning. And like you were talking earlier about the way things change, video and records, and I never
Mhm.
thought possible I'd be able to get the things done and to lift it. I'm 66. In my days, it would cost a fortune. Today, with technology, you're able to do a lot yourself. Of course, I'm still a lot slower than most people, but these young kids, they got things they going on, this and that. So, it was a decision to do that. And not only, but to play music. A lot of people could do that. But what do you do about the music? What is the music about? And that's what brought me to conscious music. It's all most of it, in fact, all of it. It's focused on the inner you. It's not a, yeah. I mean, sure, if you could dance a little vibe, sure. But the words, the content of the words, is to focus in on you, yourself. I'm not doing this to be vanity or fame. I'm doing this to stay alive. And my cancer has progressed to stage 4 into my bones. I don't know how long I got, but you know what, Tiffany? Here it is, 2022, and I'm still alive, and I'm still doing it.
Thank goodness. And
You know,
sometimes the best phone calls I've gotten from you or text, hey, I'm in remission, cancer free for a minute, when you're months before, you're like, I don't know. And I get tearful. And then, you know, and then
yeah, and
I don't know, you're a survivor.
well, my time on this earth is probably limited. I'm faced with this. It's limited. Well, what could I do? I don't have anything. I'm blue collar, but it's kind of like my leaving my mark for the goodness of mankind. How do I do that? Well, the music is focused on everyone, not just a dance club or playing in a bar or anything. And taught myself music. I can't read a note of music, but also taught myself how to push it on the basis, a worldwide basis. As an artist, we're all vulnerable. We want to be played. We want our music heard. Well, in today's world, I'll take a chance on a record radio someplace out in England or somewhere along the line. And of course, with the studio, they helped me and they got me published on a lot of the social network, the music boutiques, common one, the mainstream, Amazon, iTunes, all that. And that's a big help. And anybody that thinks that they know the music business has changed completely. And in a way, it's kind of changed to my benefit because it's available to you these days. And I'm telling you, it's fun. I used it. Of course, I'm like everyone else. I'm not a Superman. I deal with depression. I deal with all these emotional things constantly because of my health.
Yeah, and depression comes with chronic health. I'm going to stop at that for a second because it's time for our first break. But I'm going to try something different, and you guys bear with me. But I'm trying to share my screens too. I can play Professor B and the Army of Love's video when we get back. His newest song called "Wake Up," and I haven't shared my screen on this platform yet. So gotta love live radio, but I'm willing to take the risk. But let's try that when we get back. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be back with Moments of Clarity with Tiffany in just a moment. Stay tuned.
You're listening to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner. We welcome your input at 866-826-1340. Tiffany will be right back after this.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hello, my name is Lucy Lopes, and I'm a real estate agent that supports ending the stigma on mental health with Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. I am also passionate about helping you buy or sell your home. With times being so difficult, I'm here to help. Contact me at lucylopes.com. That's LUCYLOPES.com. Let me assist you through this pandemic and know that you are not alone.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. Living with a mental health disorder is not easy. If you or someone you know are struggling with this, please know it's so important to seek treatment, and I'm here to help. Please visit the website at momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com to view blog posts and resources on this site to help educate and inspire you to take action, because there's no shame in seeking help for mental health. While you're there, please take a few seconds to sign up for my email list. You'll get some extremely valuable educational and entertaining content that can be sent right to your inbox each week. Plus, you'll also get instant and free access to my guide on managing your anxiety. You can also follow me on Twitter at mocwithtiffany and at Facebook at Tiffany Warner. And once again, the website is momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to your show, because change can only come when we stand together as one.
Are you looking for a great book? If you like to root for the underdog, Joe Potosi's book is a book for you. A real American Odyssey that will grab your attention with its fast-moving narrative. You won't be able to put this masterpiece down. When the Dust Settled by Joe Potosi. Go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Zulin Press.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
We are back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner. To join in the discussion, call 866-826-1340. Now, here's Tiffany Warner.
Welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, my name's Tiffany Warner. You're listening to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, and I'm your host. My guest today has overcome years of cancer and never given up, quite a survivor, also a veteran, and as well as a trauma survivor, and has made his passion, his music, to spread the message of being able to wake up or keep on trucking. I have his first merch memorabilia where it's a dog tag, aka the veteran. And if you can see it on, it says "Keep on keeping on," and I put the heart behind him virtually because Army of Love. You see the army bars with the heart, and I've kept this sacred for 6 years. I'm going to try to play this video on this live stream, and if it goes bad, please don't. Oh, Just remember it's a first. I'm going to try to see if we can play one of your videos. Okay, Fred?
Sure.
Professor B. Let's see if I do this. Don't hate me if it goes wrong, but let's check it out. Can you see the screen at least? You guys? Fred, can you see the screen?
Wake up everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking, gotta think straight ahead. You see, the world is such a different place than what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war and poverty. Wake up all the teachers, gotta teach a new way. Maybe the listen to what we got to say. They're the ones who growing up, the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach the very best you can.
I gotta try that again. You said there's no sound, or was that coming from Ed? Was it working from the audience? Fred, you said you couldn't hear any sound? Let's hear from the chat. Was that working for you guys? I want you to see his video. Was it went away, but okay, let me try this one more time. So all that matters is that it's the first for everything. Got to love live radio, and I want you all to see this. Let's try it again.
Wake up everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking, gotta think straight ahead. You see, the world is such a different place than what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war and poverty. Wake up all the teachers, gotta teach a new way. Maybe even listen to what we got to say. They're the ones who growing up, the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach the very best you can. 'Cause you see, the world won't be much better if we just let it be, let it be, yeah. The world won't be much better. We gotta make a change, yes, you and me. Wake up, wake up. Ooh, wake up, wake up, wake up. Ooh. Wake up all the doctors, make them who will. They're the ones who suffering and going through the hell. They don't have so very long before the judgment day. Won't you make them happy before they pass away? Wake up all the builders, gotta build a new way. We know you can do it, we all in the hand. All we have to really do is put it in our mind. Then things will work out, yes, it happens all the time. 'Cause you see, the world won't get much better Wake up the leaders. Wake up the preachers. Wake up the people. Wake everybody.
Yay, we did it. I love watching you and jamming down, because usually we talk like this and I never see you boogie down and sing live in studio and how it's done. Well done. I love that. I'm glad we could share it, because it was too long to upload, so I had to figure out how to share the screen, and I'm glad the sound worked. At least it worked for the video. Someone's give advice, take your phone away from the PC a little bit. But maybe the output, maybe that's why you couldn't hear it. Input, output. Anyway, call in 866-826-1340. 866-826-1340. We got to fix the audio. It went on to the next one. Anyway, can everyone hear me still? Ed, are you able to hear me? Hey, Ed, you able to hear me okay? Call in 866-826-1340. 866-826-1340. Making sure my audio is okay. Same thing as before. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Anyway, Ed, Freddie, you might want to log out and log back in. I'm going to give you a chance to do that. And it's almost time for our second break. And then it might tell him that. Time for a second break, and we'll be back with Moments of Clarity in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
After these messages, this is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
If you are like most people, you worry with the financial challenges you face today. How do you protect your family from financial ruin? How will you reduce your liabilities and get out of debt sooner? And how can you deal effectively with the constant changes in your job, your career, and your business? Overcoming your financial challenges is like building a house. You must build from the ground up. You must learn how to make more money, save more money, grow your money, and protect your money. Forever Forward Financial specializes in teaching you these 4 basic money skills so you can achieve your dreams and end your worry. Call us today and schedule your complimentary, no-obligation meeting to discuss your needs and concerns. Call Scott Bigley at 727-422-7761.
Are you having trouble staying sober after you've completed rehab and need a positive environment to help you continue sobriety? At Real Recovery Sober Living, we strive in both community and environment for men in early sobriety to help support you while in early recovery. For only $750 a month, we cover everything you need when it comes to a safe, clean, and accountable environment necessary for success in sobriety. Check out our website at realrecoveryfl.com. That's realrecoveryfl.com. We have 6 locations in Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Brandon, North Tampa, and Bradenton, because everyone deserves a quality, sober living.
Hi, this is your host, Tiffany Warner from Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. I want to thank you for all your support on ending the stigma on mental health for over the past 7 years and with over 600 episodes, as well as several award nominations and placing as a finalist in 3 categories on the People's Choice Podcast Award last year. If you're listening to this on audio, please visit and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Moments of Clarity with Tiffany and enjoy viewing previous shows in case you missed any live. If you're interested in advertising and would like to promote your company, it is affordable and an effective way to get your company the attention it deserves. I also welcome potential guests as well, and all information can be found on my website at mocwithtiffany.com. Thank you again for your continued support, as change can only come when we stand together as one.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. I'd like to give a shout out to musician-songwriter Don Lawson, who wrote, produced, and performed all the vocals and instruments on my Moments of Clarity theme song. Don gained his inspiration as a mental health counselor himself. He's always looking for artists to record his songs, and you can hear more of Don's music at reverbnation.com/Don Lawson. You can also check him out on Twitter at Don Lawson Music. Thank you so much, Don, for your contribution to Moments of Clarity and ending the stigma on mental health. It's awesome.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Now back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner, licensed mental health counselor. To engage in the conversation, call 866-826-1340. Here's Tiffany.
Hi, and welcome back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Warner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, and I'm your host. And today, my guest not only is a musician, and we just heard one of his newest songs, Wake Up, and with his video. And not only that, but he's a cancer survivor and has been surviving for years, a veteran, and a wonderful human being, bringing peace and love all through the world for so many years, with the passion of just world peace. And welcome back, Professor B in the Army of Love. The audio. I was wondering, are we going to be able to hear you this time? Log back in.
Yeah, see how much fun all this technology is. There's probably a way around it, but we are all learning through it. And what you do such a great job of bringing people together, and you change your format, I see, from the very beginning. So you're right on top of the game.
Thanks.
And we're all still learning. It's the way the world is. It's a shame, and that it is. Well, it's always been a little crazy, and, right?
Don't you think it would be boring if it was the same all the time, though?
Well, you know what? It could always be better, and I think that's what a certain part of humanity has always strived for. We've always had tyranny. We've always had wars. We beat ourselves up. For me, I'll take my example. There's so many crazy things that affected me and my way of thinking, where working the music has actually helped me through that.
Yeah, the time. I mean, and I'll get through this quick. But the time that you were held up at gunpoint, just walking home. And I mean, in reality, who would hold this guy up at gunpoint and try to rob him?
Well, that's what I thought, but it doesn't matter. This person,
they were caught.
The people who did do
had
it.
A gun put to your head.
They were less than 21 years old. These kids are playing with guns. They don't have any value of life. And what it puts the people through, trauma. And I'm just one. There's a million people out there worse than me. But doing this thing and building a brand of love has helped me so much. I've learned to. I'm not a political person, but I've learned to become a voter again. And I've gotten on a board of my city, of the Peace Commission, along with 8 other people. And I look at it, that's my civics 101 class. I learned to shut up, not give my opinion, learn how the game is played. And I'm looking forward to, I think in June.
Back up a little from the thing, and we're getting some feedback, so it's hard. It's static, I think. Yeah.
And that has helped me with my life. I lined that up with my brand of love. We try different things. I'm looking forward to going to it's a poor people's campaign protest in Washington, D.C. And we're part of the dignitaries from New Haven. I say dignitaries, all the while hanging out there. I still have to evaluate that because of my health condition. What kind of bus? Where it's funny because you ever see there's a million people out there. Where do they go to the bathroom? Well, that's an issue.
I know. Wait, fix your microphone a little or something. It's the static. It wasn't there before, but it's
I'm on the headphone.
No. Do you have to be on the headphone? Wait, talk now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the static is going to interrupt all this important stuff you're saying.
Oh my goodness.
We're having fun today. You said let's show go on, but maybe take off the headphone and just go with it with the or not. I can't hear you now. Callers call it 866-826-1340 while we figure this out. I'd rather you have the static, Fred, Professor, than nothing, but I guess.
Is that a little bit better?
No, but whatever was good before, I don't even know. Maybe log out, log back in, but we got 15 minutes.
We don't have time. I like to, log on, give it out to people. Punch in mine and Professor B in the Army of Love.
Yes.
In
So let me
your
promote you so I don't have the static. Let me
Yeah.
say. So Professor B and the Army of Love. You can find him on YouTube, Professor B and the Army of Love, on Facebook. He's got a Facebook channel as well, and merch and you can also contact him at professorb@gmail.com. And I encourage you to follow him, subscribe. You can find him also at Fred Brown on Gmail. What a wonderful friend, what a wonderful human being. And with all that trauma that he went through, these kids, like, from what I understand, he was just walking home and it's got change in his pocket, basically. And they put him at gunpoint, and two of them, and put a gun to his head. And if the neighbor's dog didn't start barking or whatever, and the neighbor's like, "What's going on?" Then they would have, who knows? But it almost made Fred, from what he told me, change the way he saw the world, which would have been a shame. And he's worked through music and forgiven. And these boys got, they were on the news or something. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Fred, but they were on the news and you saw them and reported it. And hopefully they're getting the help that they need. But it does put the trauma, it can change people if you don't work through it. But then you networked with Gretchen Hernandez that runs a men's group, and you're helping her with that and doing so many other things to help others. And then through the music, healing yourself, because you said, even to me, you said, I don't want that incident to make me look at anyone different or change the way I view the world. And that's a beautiful way to look at something like that, rather than those buttheads, no, they deserve to go to prison, whatever. It's just, that's just you. And you've supported Moments of Clarity with Tiffany since day one, always sharing the show and telling people to watch, which I've always appreciated it too. And I'm glad that we, even with a little bit of hiccups, but we're able to show your video. And it made me smile to see you standing up at the mic and doing your little dance, because I always see you sitting down and just talking to me like this. It's cute. I watched it a few times. Change, just you and me, and you're like, so cute.
Yeah,
answer, like, just saying, up and just jamming away.
Is the sound on your end could be affecting it? I don't know, my levels.
It's just for some reason it's echoing or staticky. If it was echoing, maybe turn down the volume of output where you can hear me less. I don't know, but
how about that? Is that better? Can you hear me now? I turned on the volume.
We can hear you. It's just with a lot of static. That's all.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be maybe something on your end or something. If my tweak the dials, no?
If it was an echo, I would say yes, but no, I haven't changed anything. And I checked my audio settings. It's the same. Yeah. It just same when we came back, all of a sudden you had the static, but it's okay. We've got just about 10 minutes left of the show, and you did amazing. And if we want to share your video one more time, we can. And
well, you could, but I'd like to say to anybody out there that's suffering from anything, and OCD or whatever the case may be, you look at yourself. For me, I couldn't sit there and just feel sorry for myself forever. Sure, it's a little bit of time, but you have to get up and you have to take the moment to help yourself. No one else could do that but you. And people say it's bravery. Yeah, sure. But you do get through the bad stuff. I am living proof. You do get on the other side. You fight whatever you have to comes your way. Well, you work it out. And that's what the music is about. It's focused on you. When you go in the morning, I have a little view on a lyric in a video, one of the videos of the songs. When you wake up in the morning, do you feel all right? Do you feel the same way when you go to bed at night? So throughout the day, whatever you do, you keep the
Yeah,
focus.
especially like I say that all the time. It's we can make choices, but at the end of the day, we have to be okay with ourselves. We put our own head on our pillow with the choices that we've made throughout that day. Are you okay with the choices that you've made as a good
Yeah,
person or bad or whatever?
you
And
know, it's
somebody
hard,
said on the
especially.
show in the chat that sometimes, and I think it was Fernando, that he said sometimes good comes out of the bad. Like we have to come through the bad to see the good later on.
Yeah, there's so many things. I don't have all the answers to life, but I do found a way how I could get through my ordeal. And to anyone out there, my thing is music. But whether you write poems, make models, recipes, or something, the technology is out there. I made that video with an iPad. With an iPad, the technology out there. I put my ideas together in my head. I didn't have $1 million camera. Do what you could with what you have when you can. And believe me, you're looking for approval for people. Don't look for approval for people. Approval for yourself. And you get it out there. And believe me, the world is such a big place. It's a beautiful place. And unfortunately, mankind is messing it up. But, it all reflects upon you and how you deal with the life you have while you're here on earth.
Well said.
you know, it's bottom line, and I feel good about myself. I feel good about the things that I'm doing. I have major setbacks, but I keep going on. They're frustrating. I'm doing a good thing. They're frustrating, but you know what? I get through it. I will get through it because I've been through so much. I've been through the hell of the operations and putting my body back together and being able to walk again and being able to digest food. And at least they took all my teeth. I have no teeth. They took my teeth because of my bone meds. I mean, that's a challenge. I'm a singer.
Did
Come
that
on,
change? I was gonna say, did that change your vocals as a singer?
Well, you know what? It puts me a little emphasis. I hear the difference, but most people don't. But you know what? That smile. You see, I smile. You can might, but it doesn't have that curvature.
I've never noticed, to be
Oh,
honest.
yeah, well, I have a beard now and everything, but it does. Am I going to let that stop me from doing what I do? No, I get out there and I do
Yeah, you just can't eat an apple, but you can eat applesauce.
it. Well, there's a lot of things I can't eat. That's challenging too. And I am totally different than what I was. Totally, my life, my ways of eating, my ways of dealing with people, and this is the path. This is what's been chosen. My life is chosen, and I have to do this. So no matter what comes, I'm still going to do it and keep going. And if it wasn't for people like you to help people like me get out and get the word out, that I am not alone, and neither are you. Everyone, you're not alone. We are all suffering from something. And this through Tiffany, I met so many other people in the a life coach type of dealings with, how a different way of looking at your problem, or maybe give you some options. And it's enhanced my life so much. And I'm going to keep going. And I hope to keep coming on the show. Someday I'm going to make it down there live.
Yeah, that was a goal a while ago before COVID, and then that kind of they're
Yeah,
trying to
put
get
the
you.
squash on everything. But, and then we're in the middle. Eventually we will get through this. Have faith. Faith is not, you could have faith in an apple if you have to. Not necessarily have to be God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whatever. We are all entitled to what we want to believe in and how we want to believe in. It's no one else's business but yours. And, I love doing what I do. And I got to say, our bass player, he had a heart attack, a stroke, Robin Central, and it was one of the greatest bass players I ever played with. And he made it through the stroke, but he can no longer play. So that's another big giant setback to me. But he's my friend, and I'm there with him, and I give him a lot of my prayers, and I hope you all too. Uh, it's a lot of struggles through this in the music industry and all, and how could I apply? How could I fit in? What could I do in my own? And it's a lot. I meet people, and I don't know. If you enjoy what we do, and there's a lot more music out there, country flavor, reggae flavor, jazz flavor. Punch in on your browser, Professor B and the Army of Love is the easiest way. It'll come up with all our music, all the stuff we've been on. You could also join me on Facebook, Twitter as it stands, Twitter at Tweet Professor B, Instagram, and so many other things that I don't understand. I believe the music's on TikTok too,
But basically, it's Professor B and the Army of Love, and it's on every platform a lot.
Yeah. And please
Subscribe to
send
his
me,
YouTube channel, and we have 5 minutes left. Not even. I think Ed's gonna tell me too. So I have to wrap up the show pretty soon. But thank you so much, Professor B, for being on the show and for sharing your journey and for being such a great friend for so long and helping change grow. And like you said, I network. I do like networking a lot of people together. Right? Why not? Because change can only come when we stand together as one, right? And it helps other people grow. So if we're gonna do this and end the stigma on mental health and show that mental health is okay and it's okay to not be okay and that people are not alone, like you were saying, then we have to network and find like-minded people to help us on that mission. We have a long way to go, but we've come a long way. And it takes people like you spreading joy and kindness and everything. And I gotta say also, thanks for winging this mishap and technical difficulties. It was your idea to share the screen. I'm like, I don't know, I've never done that. Let's see. But I wanted everyone so badly to see his new video because it's so cute. It's so sweet. So, it worked out. Live radio, you gotta love it. And go with the flow. Show must go on, right?
Yes,
I've learned not to
show
take
must
life
go
so
on.
seriously. I learned how to just pick it up and roll with it. So, 7 years of experience, kind of eventually, when you're on live, you're gonna make bloopers or whatever. But mission was accomplished, and we got to see your video. So I learned I can share a screen on this thing. So
Yay!
it might move sound from the guest, but we'll figure out the bugs. But it's time to wrap up the radio part of the show. And thank you so much, Fred. Professor B and the Army of Love, I encourage you to please follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Follow his YouTube. And those are things that stick with me. I got those 6 years ago. I was one of the first. No. Anyway, thanks again. Thanks everyone for watching Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. We are on live every Thursday, Friday, 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on most platforms. Check out Spotify, iHeartRadio. Ask Siri to subscribe you to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany, and they will. Same with Alexa. Same with YouTube. I don't know, Twitter, LinkedIn, and globally, helping people around the world. Because we need to wake up, right, Fred? Wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah. And be kind to yourself. Be kind to a stranger. You never know what they're going through. Thank you, Ed. Thanks all your friends and supporters of ending the stigma on mental health and for tuning in and for sharing comments and helping me with the audio. That was awesome. And we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and be kind to yourself first and foremost. Don't pour from an empty cup. Take care. See ya.
Now I get it. Moments of clarity. To yourself, be kind, it will please you. Don't put yourself down, time for a change. Believe in yourself, time to rearrange. Be your best friend, bring hope to your day. Lose your critic, get out of your way. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity. To yourself, be kind, it will please your mind. Find your joy, trust in you. Put in the time, you'll see how you grow. Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, your soul will align. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity.